beside you and holding you up. So no matter how broken, you are loved. No matter your anxiety, no matter your pain, no matter how hard it may be, get through the day. You are made in God's image, and you are enough. So no matter how you feel inside, you are loved. 'Cause I believe in the power of heaven, I believe in the power of love. So rest easy and feel the embrace. Child of God, you are loved. So no matter how different we are, there is this truth I know in my heart, that no matter where you come from, no matter who you love, we are all God's children, we are loved. Because I believe in the power of heaven, I believe in the power of love. So rest easy and feel the embrace. Child of God, you are loved. And I believe in all of God's children, I believe in the love inside us. Reach out a hand for warm embrace. Child of God, you are loved. Child of God, you are loved.
Hi CLC, happy Wednesday night. Usually on Wednesdays I have a lot of work to do, so today I didn't actually get to everything I was supposed to do. On Wednesdays I usually write my thank you notes, but I didn't get those done today. So if you'll excuse me, I'd like to just do those in front of you right now if that's okay. So I'm just gonna write my thank you notes. Jason, could I get a little bit of thank you note writing music? Perfect, okay. Here we go. Thank you. 2000 film Castaway, starring Tom Hanks, for reminding us how to survive in the South Pacific. Recently, a group of castaways in the South Pacific, castaway on an island, made the letters SOS into the sand and were subsequently saved. Lost my pen. Thank you. Face masks, for being the new version of fuzzy dice in the front of your car windshield. Thank you. International relations. After Poland accidentally invaded the Czech Republic, and we're not in World War III. Thank you. Pencils. Without you, life would be pointless. Thank you to a new study that says dogs are experiencing separation anxiety as their owners go back to work in the office. Said cats, "Get out!" All right, one more here. Thank you to hotel staff at the Uraka Hotel in Australia, as they recently put up signs banning emus from going into the hotel. Apparently, a pair of emu twins had learned how to climb stairs and entered the hotel, stealing French toast sticks and other food and beverage items from its customers. Said the hotel staff, well, if they're smart enough to do that, they should be able to read, right? All right, thanks for joining me for thank you notes this Wednesday. Have a great day.
Good afternoon, CLC. Tonight on the good news, I will show you how Curtis Rogers showed his love for his nanny. During COVID-19, Curtis Rogers felt bad for his nanny because she could not go to prom. So he made a miniature prom in his backyard. He used a pool noodle to measure 6 feet so they could be COVID safe. And they had apple slices and peanut butter for appetizers, and they danced the night away with the radio and cool songs. So we can learn from Curtis Rogers that we can help each other even though we're in COVID-19. This has been Josie Paulson with the good news. Peace out.
Everyone's got their own opinion, nothing they don't know about. But in the end, nobody's winning. No one's got it figured out. All the things we think we know, but honestly we really don't. This side of heaven, stop the worry, stop the hate, it doesn't matter anyway. This side of heaven. Ooh, this side of heaven. You can make your own decision. You can write it on a sign. When it feels like something's missing, listen up and I'll tell you why. All the things that think we know, but honestly we really don't. This side of heaven, say the word, stop the hate, it doesn't matter anyway. This side of heaven. Remember how it showed me love was first above all, and that judgment could come slowly, because we all have our faults. All the things we think we know, but honestly we really don't. This side of heaven, stop the worry, stop the hate, it doesn't matter anyway. This side of heaven. Ooh, this side of heaven. This side of heaven.
Hi, my name is Laura Nicholas, and I am, speaking to you a little bit this evening about mental health. Little bit about me. First, I grew up at Christ Lutheran. That's where I met. I grew up with my husband there, Sam, and we've been there since our birth, 1983, so a long time. And now our children go there and love it. Dante is a 6th grader and Nina is a 3rd grader, and we're so lucky to be a part of this family, this church family. So I wanted to talk about my struggles with mental health. I have 3 different diagnoses, and I'm just going to quickly go through them. One is depression. Depression is described as a mood disorder that causes a feeling of sadness or a loss of interest in certain things. If you know someone with depression, or you live with someone with depression, it's important that you know that it is not your fault that they are sad. I tell my kids that it has nothing to do with them, and it is also not their fault. It's a chemical reaction in your brain, and some people, it works that way, and it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I also have generalized anxiety disorder, which is severe ongoing anxiety that interferes with daily activities. So some tasks that are really second nature to most people can bring me a lot of nervousness, can be really difficult for me. And the third thing is PTSD. I have PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder, and that is described as a mental health condition that's triggered by a terrifying event that's happened in someone's life, which can bring about flashbacks, nightmares, severe anxiety, and uncontrollable thoughts about the event. So I was a victim of sexual harassment and assault by a male coworker from 2014 to 2016. So that is the cause of my PTSD. Living with these mental illnesses is hard for a number of reasons, but these three reasons are at the forefront for me. The first is that mental health illnesses can be considered invisible illnesses, and that means that people can't necessarily see it. If I have a broken arm, or if I have the chicken pox, or all these things people can see, and then they understand more about what you might be facing and going through. But when you have an invisible illness, people have difficulty understanding what they can't physically see. So that can be a tricky part. The second thing is that sometimes I worry that I am not meeting people's expectations or my own expectations when I am doing the best that I can. And the third thing is that these illnesses affect my life every day in different ways. They affect my sleep habits, they affect my relationships, my job, my physical health. So it is a daily struggle for sure. If you think that you might have a mental illness, if you feel like you're sadder than you should be, more frequently than you should be, if you feel like you get really nervous about things, if you feel like there's something that is keeping you from feeling your best, here's what I want you to know. You are normal. It is okay. God loves you so much. And it is so common. And I think there's been a lot more of a push lately for people to feel more comfortable sharing about things that might have made people embarrassed to talk about in the past. There's a big push to normalize it. 1 in 20 children and teens, at least 1 in 20 children and teens in the United States have a mental illness, and approximately 1 in 5 adults. So don't ever feel bad about it. It's okay. You are so loved. Another thing I want you to know is that it's really important that you ask for help. Tell your parent, tell a friend, tell a responsible grown-up, reach out and find a therapist. It is healthy for everybody to see a therapist. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. It's just like going to your regular doctor, but it's like a checkup for your brain. I think that everybody should see a therapist, so it's important to find one that you that you like and feel comfortable with. But that is a very strong recommendation for me to make that a part of your life, especially if you think that you might need that help. It's also okay to be prescribed medication that can help you feel better. There's no shame in using medicine appropriately. Another thing that's important is to really use your support network. Family, friends, pets. I know my dog Penny is such a big support to me. She's a therapy dog to me, even though she's not officially. She's just, pets can really just make you feel better. And I have this, I also, for me, my plants are a big source of joy for me, and taking care of my plants. So that is important. Find a list of things that you can do when you don't feel well, or that can help you feel better. For me, it's music, reading, sleep, being alone. I love to do word numbers and puzzles like Sudoku and crossword and things like that. And also the love of my family. We've certainly had a lot of together time this year, but it's been really good for me to know that I have them. And lastly, if you think that you might hurt yourself, you have to tell somebody immediately. If you ever feel like you could harm yourself, you need to reach out, because it is important that we get you the help that you need. If someone tells you that they might hurt themselves, then you are doing the right thing by coming forward and sharing that information with a trusted adult. Even if they say don't tell anybody. It's really important that we do what we can to make sure each other are safe during difficult times. And I just want to end by sharing one of my favorite verses that I look to when I'm having a hard time. And it's John 1, verse 5. And that is, "The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness will not overcome it." And my light shines to help others. I hope that sharing a little bit about myself with you helps somebody. The darkness that we feel in ourselves sometimes, in the world right now, it cannot overcome the light. So I want you to remember that. If anybody wants to reach out to me for any reason, I'm here. I wrote down my information here, and my phone number is here if you want to text me or anything. My email address is right here. I would be happy to talk, find you a resource or whatever you need. So you are loved. God loves you. Be well.
When the stars came crashing down, tiny pieces on the ground, I was all alone down here, trapped beneath the atmosphere. Then I lost somebody called my name, spun around and I caught a flame, gave in to a God I didn't know. Now everything is falling into place. Brand new life is calling, and I owe it all to grace. So much pride living in your world. Say what you did for me. You gave me something I want everyone to see. When we stumble and it all goes wrong, only you can make it right. I say, oh, learn to be the light. Learning to be the light. heart's as cold as ice. You can't melt it with advice. No one wants to listen to a list of things they shouldn't do. So I built a city on a hill, lit a candle on a sill, knowing you'd be knocking at my door. Oh God, I want to love on everyone. All I have is yours to give, so let the people call. So much by living in your world, say what you did for me. You gave me something I want everyone to see. When we stumble and it all goes wrong, only you can make it right. I say, oh, learning to be the light, learning to be the light, learning to be the light that makes the shadow hide, light that breaks the cursed pride, light that takes the weary in his arms. When it all came crashing down, there was darkness all around. In the distance I could see flame. So much pride living in your world, Savior, what you did for me. You gave me something I want everyone, and I mean everyone to see. When we stumble and it all goes wrong, only you can make it right. I say, learning to be the light, learning to be the light, learning to be the light.
Wow, this has been an amazing refresh. I don't know about you, but I honestly feel like I don't want to end. I wish that song just went on forever. But unfortunately it has to. So we're going to do our blessing and our sending together right now. You all know how this works. You stick up your thumb because God is so, so, so good. And if you're sitting next to someone on your Zoom screen, or if you're just by yourself, that's okay. If you're sitting next to someone, you make a cross on their forehead. If you're sitting alone, like I am, make a cross on your own forehead. And as you do that, you say, "Child of God, you are loved." Will you do that with me? Child of God, you are loved. All right, now I have a job for you. You're going to take your little light that God has put inside of you, and you are going to go bravely out into the world to share it and let it shine in the darkness, because that darkness is not going to overcome it. We're going to listen to one more song that's all about shining your light, and while that happens, you're going to be put into breakout rooms if you're in Logos, and if you're not, just sit back, listen to the lyrics, and enjoy.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul, worship your holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul, I'll worship your holy name.